Good morning, September 16th. The year's gone so fast. It is sad not to be loved, but it is much sadder not to be able to love. Miguel de Unamuno. What could be more crushing than to be in love with someone who is either not in love with you or simply does not have the skills necessary for a healthy relationship? Either case is a self-esteem killer. No matter how you try to take care of yourself or work your program, one-way love is a misery as long as it lasts. It hurts to reach out to someone who won't or can't reach back. Even if we know the loved one's chemical use or other unattended emotional impairment is the real reason behind the rejection, it's still rejection and it hurts. Even if we rightfully say it's his problem, it's still our pain that we have to deal with. Depending on the situation, what can and must be done varies greatly. What doesn't vary is the sad fact that we can't make somebody else love us, no matter how hard we try. No matter how many extra miles we're willing to go, if the other won't move an inch, the relationship won't move an inch either. Until we can accept that and achieve some detachment, we'll be stuck right where we are. Others have survived doomed love relationships, and so can I. Others have survived doomed love relationships, and so can I. Yeah, and I'm in the process of... So I think I would be able to say have past tense at this point, have survived a doomed love relationship. The person that I loved wasn't capable of loving, and they weren't capable of growing in love, and they weren't capable of getting help for the sake of maintaining love, and they didn't love themselves and are still working on that right now. And at one point, I really believed that if I was good enough, or if I worked hard enough, then I would be able to earn this person's, actual love. But that was, in retrospect, kind of crazy, because the relationship was heavily abusive, and, I mean, there is no point in trying to earn the love of somebody who abuses you. And even though I learned that lesson eventually in that relationship, I'm still learning that lesson in other relationships on smaller levels. Having a lack of self-esteem lets one, or encourages an individual like myself, to accept less than healthy love. So any love would work for a while, and that's not true anymore, but the standard was set very low for the quality, the quality of love that I was willing to accept. The standard was very low. If the person loved me, cool, then I was happy. It didn't matter whether the person themselves was toxic, narcissistic, emotionally immature or unstable. Yeah. So just as I grow in my health journey, recovering my health and recovering my self-esteem, I am setting the bar. Let's see this. There we go. I am setting the bar higher for the quality of love that I am seeking and the quality of love that I am willing to accept. Right now, I am currently reevaluating a handful of relationships based on the quality of love those relationships are capable of providing me. It is not a negative judgment of anyone in particular. It is just recognizing that as my self-esteem improves, as my lifestyle improves, as my as I grow in my career and my ability to help others and take care of myself and my child, I am no longer willing to accept anything that isn't going to positively contribute to my future goals. Not just my current lifestyle, but also the lifestyle I intend to build in the future. Yeah. So, others have survived doomed love relationships, and so can I. And so can anybody. Anybody really can. It's painful and time-consuming to do the work necessary to heal from those doomed relationships, as opposed to just moping around and getting into further doomed relationships because you just can't be alone. But it's worth the pain and the time and the effort to heal so that we minimize the amount of doom in relationship we experience. What did it say? Simply doesn't. Oh, someone is either not in love with you or simply doesn't have the skills necessary for a healthy relationship. Either case is a self-esteem killer. Yes. And somebody not being in love with you is a deal breaker, right? Like, and we should pour the love that we have for others into ourselves first, because then it'd be easier not to accept half-love or companionship, tolerance, sex, amusement, entertainment. Those things aren't love. And if you don't love yourself, you might confuse them for love. But when you do love yourself and you do have self-esteem, it's really easy to go, oh, that's not love. And then not accept less than the love that you provide yourself. And as far as the skills necessary for a healthy relationship, that's actually a daunting task. The more I heal from my former relationship, the more I realize that I might have had the skill set necessary to make a mediocre relationship successful, but the skills to make the kind of relationship that I want for myself in my future possible, I don't have all of those skills yet. What? So I had the skill set necessary to survive and thrive in a, so-so relationship, to make it successful, to be moderately happy as long as the other person did their half of the work, and they didn't. And what I was aiming for, what I'm still aiming for, is something beyond a moderately successful relationship. I want somebody as powerful and intelligent and personally driven and ambitious, and I want the top of the chain, creme de la creme of relationships, and I've only got 60% of the skills and relationship building skills and self-knowledge and self-love necessary for that to work. And I'm like, ugh. But the work that I'm doing now is what it takes to grow into that skill set of creating and maintaining and surviving and thriving within a highly functioning power couple. And I have absolutely no worries at this point about it. I do still have some triggers and trauma from my previous doomed relationship, and I do occasionally experience momentary bitterness about things not going according to plan in my life. According to plan. A plan set by, a 20-year-old? Who cares? Whatever. Not to disparage 20-year-olds, just, a decade and some change later, the plan sucked. Reevaluate. So, and the plans that I am making now are highly impressive to me now, and I'm sure 42-year-old Caroline's going to look back and be like, she She didn't know what she was talking about. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's that was cute. So, others have survived doomed love relationships, and so can I. So am I. Doo-ba-doo-doo. I'm gonna go get the baby ready to go. Have a good morning. Hi. It is my genuine hope that you got something positive out of this video, and if you did, I would really appreciate it if you liked the video, maybe shared it with somebody you know, and then subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a good day.